I contest. Let me call my mom, child. I don't know if these are like testicles or boobs. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to speak to the manager about that. I have never had so much medication in my life. No! She literally goes, yeah, you have COVID. I have mixed feelings about what's about to go down right now. But I switched on my lamp, which means I am serious. It means that this is something that I'm doing right now. It's deep into the dead of night, and I thought, what about like some arts and crafts right now? How about some arts and crafts right now? At this point, I'm sure you're familiar with these type of rings. They've been all over Pinterest. They've been all over my TikTok. I need them ASAP. And I know a couple of people that sell them in South Africa. Like, it's like large. Well, it was large in America. I don't think it's still like, I haven't seen people wearing them anymore. Like, they're past that. And we were just like now starting to get into it. So I've seen a couple of like Instagram pages that make these rings. At first I was thinking, I'm gonna buy one. But the problem is they are at least 30 rand, which is fair. The thing is, Pam, I want a collection of these rings. Hi, by the way. Did I say hi? I don't think so. But the thing is, I want like a collection of these. If I was like only gonna buy 3, then it's fine. I would have bought in a heartbeat because they look good. Unlike the ones that I'm about to make right now. But because I want like a whole bowl of them and I'm not planning on wearing them after this summer, because literally I know for a fact that this for me are a phase just for this summer. So like I want a bunch of them and then never wear them again. Obviously, I have to make them. So at first, I'm going to tell you like the whole story before we actually get into it. So at first I was like, I'm going to buy the clay on Take-A-Lot. I found the clay on Take-A-Lot, but the reviews were so bad. Like, a lot of people were saying that the clay came dry and it was just like not a risk I was willing to take. So then I went to CNA and they had clay, but not the clay that these rings are originally recommended to be made of. This clay is modeling clay. The clay I'm supposed to get is polymer clay. I don't know the difference really. I don't really care. That was the intro of this video. I am now about to show you the rings that I've made. I haven't used the whole like entire. Let me actually show you the clay. It looks brown. It looks like doo-doo. It's actually quite disgusting. It's not nice. Like the texture, I don't like to touch it. I've just come out of the shower right now. I was gonna go to sleep. I really was. My electric blanket is going on. It's been on for 3 hours. And I can't switch it off now because I know like after this, I'm probably going to go to sleep. I made these rings that I'm about to show you. I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm going to need you to not judge what you're about to see. I want to take you through like every step of me making these rings because I want them to be like a collaborative effort, okay? The first ring I made was like 2 days ago. And I made this ring as a test drive to see like how I'm going to be doing with these rings and if this clay actually works because I wasn't sure. So I made this ring. Honestly, like, okay, hold on. The only problem is the paint. Like, it's not consistent, but like, that's fine. Like, this is good for a first try. Like, imagine me on Instagram just like posing with this thing. Like, I'm gonna be so hot. So then I was like, yay, this works. Like, let me make more rings. I haven't used all my clay. So like, if I fucking hate these, I can just like make more. Let me show you what I have so far. I've molded them. I need to paint. And that's what like this video is. So that was my intro. Hello, Slam Pam. I'm officially starting the video now. So what I have so far, oh, good Lord. You can't judge. Nah, you mustn't judge. I'm a black person. You can't judge. I'm not sure. I really am not sure what they are. Okay, so first we have this very basic ring. But this one is a little bit smaller than that one. Those are my staples, right? We start like getting creative. We have this one. She looks like poop. And then we have this one. Another reason why I didn't like buy them is because I wanted them to be like really chunky and damn near ugly. And I definitely got that. They're not even dry actually. Then we have this fat ass one. And then we have this one. I don't know if these are like testicles or boobs. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to speak to the manager about that. No! I literally just broke it. But that was a sign, Loki. These are so fucking cold. It's been so cold in Johannesburg, you guys. Now I'm gonna paint. But like, you're probably like wondering like what you're gonna paint. But I have paint, girl. I literally have paint. But my paint brushes are hard. And apparently you're supposed to like soak them in vinegar so that they're like easier to paint with. I don't have vinegar. I didn't buy it. And you're probably wondering like, where's your palette to paint all of this? Well, here's my palette. And listen, if you're clicking onto this video to judge me, shut the fuck up. Like, literally leave. This paint is very versatile. She's very diverse. I was gonna steal like designs on Pinterest and like on TikTok, but now I'm thinking, let me just like wing it. I'm not kidding you guys right now. It's like 4 degrees. I'm so fucking tired of winter. I need winter to be over. Like, I'm so excited for summer. I plan on becoming like absolutely unhinged this fucking summer. Like, the things I know for sure is that I need a blue ring. Definitely need blue. A green one. And I also want to do yellow because, you know, summer. And I also want to do like a pink. How's life? My clock is so fucking loud. I really like green. I got the eye of the tiger, the fire. I add white. Now we are building a yellow. I really should have looked at like designs on Pinterest because I actually don't know what I'm about to do right now. Like, do any like specific designs? But I cut my thumb. And you would think like I cut it with a knife, like while cooking or something. But like we all know that I don't cook. I closed the cupboard in on my thumb. And that fucking hurt. I also didn't have plaster, so I literally have to go to Clicks. When I tell you that it was gaping with fucking blood, trigger warning, I'm about to show you the picture, so like if you don't want to see blood, you can look away. But like I'm about to show the picture in 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah. Fucking scary, fucking hurts, nearly lost my nail. Now, I'm gonna add some water. This is how you do it. I highly doubt. I forgot that this is oil. Like the base of these paints is oil, so like the water is not gonna help it because it's oil. Honestly, if I just painted on my finger, put the clay in water, now it's gonna melt. Obviously I'm gonna have to do like multiple coats. Oh my gosh, you know something that really fucked me up as a kid. I don't know if you guys know Monster House. Oh my gosh, that horror film, like it's not really a horror, it's like for kids. That was fucking scary for me. It's a house that comes alive and eats children. Oh, another thing that happened was I got COVID. Like, by the way, a whole pandemic into my lungs. That was a fun experience. It was actually very fucking traumatic. What's up, YouTube Nation? Woo, woo, woo. Today is Monday. I'm filming a week in my life. My house is a mess. My life is a mess. And I think I might have COVID. And I'm just thankful that it happened like late into the pandemic. Cause like imagine if it happened last year. I would have fucking lost my mind. And like my heart goes out to people that got it last year. Cause like we still don't know much about the virus. But like at least now we know that it's not like for most people that are not immunodeficient. It's not like a death thing. Like you know what I'm saying? I can't tell if I remember how noodles smell. I honestly did think I would get COVID, like at some point. Bad things just like happen to me all the time. So I did think that at some point I was gonna get COVID, but I didn't think I would get it this way. There are multiple times where like I could have gotten COVID or like should have gotten it, because like how did you not get it being in that situation? And I'm gonna explain. I thought I was gonna get it in December, because literally in December I was in Cape Town and that was a hotspot. Like Cape Town's doing a lot better now. Like Gauteng is literally where it's booming right now. But like I thought I would get it like in December, because like I was out and about in December, and also I went to fucking Cape Town, the hotspot, and then I didn't get it. I'm gonna bring paper towels because no. So then I came back from Cape Town and I was in Johannesburg, and the beginning of the year this year, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I'm gonna keep it 100. I was fucking unhinged. Like I was going out every single weekend getting white girl wasted with my friends the whole time. But like I guess because we weren't like going to like events or like places, you know what I'm saying, like we were hanging out, like it was more like of a chilling thing together. So like I guess maybe that's why I didn't get. No, this was the pink. Oh yeah, I think I'd use that. So then in my head I was just like, okay, maybe I'm just like built different, like you know what I'm saying. Okay, fine. I don't get COVID then. My other friends went to like a family that later found out that they had COVID, and like before they found out that they had been exposed, I had invited them to my house and they were eating on this fucking couch. And I also was like in their car breathing the same air. So fine, I isolate for 14 days. I don't get COVID. After that experience, I was just like, I'm just built different. I can't taste. Let me call my mom, child. I obviously cannot contract COVID because like I should have gotten it so many times. I was at home watching The Office, watching BoJack Horseman. I was watching movies. Like I was just like a homebody. Like I started watching Scream Queens. I know it's like from very long ago, but like I only now got into it. No! And then I started getting like a little sad and like claustrophobic because I just like wasn't getting sunlight, like a basic human need. So then I was like, let me take a walk. I take a walk around my neighborhood and then I go to a garage to get an energy drink because I like to feel like my heart is like actually gonna go into cardiac arrest. I get it then, I come back home, I make this big ass fucking burger. It was such a good day for me. And then, like, 4 days after, I can't taste my fucking food. So I'm sick again. At first, I thought it was hay fever because my eyes were swollen. And then I started having diarrhea. So then I started searching, like, symptoms for COVID that aren't dry cough and fatigue. You know what I'm saying? I was like, is swollen eyes and under eye bags, is that COVID? I'm making noodles right now and we're gonna see if I can taste those noodles, okay? So when I had the dry cough, I took Benylin for flu because I thought I was just like having the cold again. And then that fixed the dry cough, like now I have a wet cough. But then my eyes started swelling up and I was like, what the fuck is this? Is this hay fever? The thing is, it's not that I was in denial. It's that I didn't understand how I could have fucking gotten it. It's like, you know, then I started searching symptoms of hay fever and I was matching the description. But then I was like, hay fever only happens in like moment of truth. Excuse me. I'm sorry guys. My life right now is not good. I cut my finger, that's why. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna try and smell it first before I taste it. My nose just like got blocked and I was coughing. At first I was like, fuck, do I have COVID? Like that was my first concern. I was like, damn, do I have COVID? But I was like, no, but like I'm sneezing, so this is probably the cold. But then I had the cold already at the beginning of winter. Doesn't make sense why I would have the cold twice in one season, because usually the type of cold that's going, like the virus, is the same. My body obviously has built immunity from this season's cold, so I don't understand why I would be like having the cold right now. I was tasting all the sauces in my fridge and editing me right now. I just woke up. Don't like, let's not talk about it. Like, I looked visibly ill. Like I looked the part, but I just was like, maybe I'm just ugly. Like maybe I'm just like in my ugly era. Like it happens sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Do you know what was the giveaway? I was trying to have lemon. Like I was trying to taste lemons and I couldn't. Okay, so I have yellow left, but all my paintbrushes are dirty. I didn't think this through. I should have started with the yellow. I'm watching The Office, obviously. What else do I do with my time? I'm watching The Office, so I go to make some popcorn for myself. And fun fact, actually really like super individualistic fact, I put sugar on my popcorn. I've started doing that recently. It's really good. Don't bash something you don't know. I put sugar and salt, and you know at the bottom the sugar and the salt builds up. I couldn't taste the popcorn the entire time I was eating it, but I was still eating it because I don't know. And then I try to taste this and it's just grains in my mouth. I can't taste. Got paint on my door. Like sometimes you can taste, sometimes you can't, especially like when you start healing. But this was like at the peak of my COVID. I could taste chili sauce, which I later found out that chili is a sensation, not actually a taste. I just called my mom and she's, can you see how swollen my eyes are? This is actually scary. Nah, like I know I've been laughing. It's giving COVID-19. Like I'm not gonna lie, it's giving very much corona. That whole season of no taste, no case activated my fight or flight, because it's like, I know there's something in my mouth, but it doesn't taste like anything. And it's like, I know I'm eating a banana right now, but I can only feel the texture and not the taste. Like, it's so fucking scary. It's like, I know lemons are sour. Why am I not tasting sour? So yeah, this ring is so bad. This ring was supposed to be the highlight of all the rings, but it's so fucking ugly, bro. I tell my mom I don't have taste, and then it's like I have to fucking get tested.
I just called my mom, and she said because of the whole looting thing, she's scared to drive like all the way from where she is to here. Like, what if on the road there's like blocks and stuff, which makes sense.
And my mom was really not keen on me testing. Her theory was I was gonna get a panic attack. I was gonna get really scared basically and freaked out and then just like panic.
So I am gonna take myself to Dischem because I need to know for me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I need to know if this is COVID or not. So I'm gonna go now, because if they're gonna loot the nearest mall I live at, they won't loot at 1. I feel like they'd loot at 3. Maybe. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna bath, get dressed, and then see if I have COVID. If I have COVID, what's gonna happen? I'm just gonna take my supplements and I'm gonna stay at home. Nothing has changed because I've been at home this entire time. It's not like I be having a social life anyway. And then if I don't have COVID, then swag. You know what I'm saying? But I'm still gonna stay at home, so it doesn't matter. Let's get tested, bestie.
I did go to the nearest like mall in my area just to see if it's like closed for real, and it was closed for real, which was such a stressful thing for me. I think I recorded, like, it says a lot for me that when I am stressed, the first thing, like, my instinct is to record myself. But like I did vlog or whatever the fuck.
I don't know what to do. There, I said it. I don't know what to do. I'm scared. They're rioting at Maponya Mall apparently, which means like I know the protest started like in Gauteng on Sunday. Today's Monday, which means it was yesterday. But I thought it was mostly in KZN. Obviously it's not. So now I'm thinking, what if they just like loot at the mall while I'm there, and then now they think I'm part of the loot?
And then like literally I start crying. I like cry on camera.
I'm highly stressed right now and I'm damn near about to cry. So apparently the shops at my mall that's near me, why am I crying, are getting closed and I can't get tested. But you know what, I can still go to this other hospital that my friend sent me, but I have to make an appointment, and I'm crying because I have to call them and I can't talk on the phone. I can't, and I'm gonna keep that in the video because I just want to show you guys how easy it is for me to cry. Like, I started to panic. I'm not sure why. Like, another thing I've noticed about myself is that after I cry, I don't remember why I cried. I'm just like, that was weird. That was fucking weird. Like, what was that about? This is not a crying matter. Why am I crying about this? But I'm scared to call. I'm scared to call them. Why am I scared? Like, I'm actually anxious right now. Like, I'm having a meltdown because I have to call a hospital. Like, okay, I'm gonna be back with an update.
But the only thing I remember is just like being really stressed and like not knowing what to do. After that, my mom was like, do you want me to pick you up? Because she was scared to go with me to this camp because of the looting, because like people were like trashing cars and stuff. So she was scared, but she ended up coming to pick me up. But like, I feel like she wasn't really scared of the looting. She just didn't want me to get tested and like have a freak out, because even when I got home, I didn't get tested. I got tested the next day. But like, even then, it was such a mission. She was just like, what if there's people looting the mall? I'm just like, well, we just won't go. Like, we'll turn around if there's like looting. Where my mom lives, it's not like a target mall for the lootings. So I was just like, it's not gonna happen. But like, if it does, we'll just leave. My mom was just like, you have COVID, just treat like you have COVID. And in my head, I was like, if I stay here for like 10 more days because I think I have COVID and I'm just like drinking all this medication, I am steaming every day, Gandhi, I don't have COVID, I'm just like not gonna do that. I need to know if I have COVID so like I can act accordingly. I finally go and get tested at this camp. It was quite a mission to get tested. Oh my god, like, we had to wait in line, not because there were people there, but because you were like supposed to like make an appointment, but the website wasn't working, so we couldn't make one. And we were explaining to the security guard that the website is down. Finally, they let us in. We went to the clinic at this camp, explained we couldn't make an appointment. She was like, well, for formalities, I still have to like have an appointment for you guys in order for you to get tested. So she made the appointment for us. Such a nice lady, actually. She was so friendly. She was telling me about her boyfriend. Ciao. And I'm like, do you know I'm here to get tested for COVID? Like, you're very close to me right now. You're even she even took my phone. I was telling her that, oh, we can't make the appointment because your website is down. And then she just like took my phone. I'm like, girl, I could have COVID. Why are you taking my phone? That's the other thing. I feel like people are just like not serious about having COVID. And that's Baba Timbin Don Shem. I'm not sure what exactly they have Itemba on. But anyway, alas. Okay, my paints are finished. I'm kind of in a silly, goofy mood. I kind of want to mix them all together. What am I going to get? Black? Anyway, so then I go in. The testing was so weird because the lady, she didn't even tell me she was going to stick the fucking stick in my fucking nose. She was just like, so what are your symptoms? And as I was speaking, she jammed that shit all up to my nose, right into my fucking eyeball. I'm telling you, that shit scraped my brain. But it was very quick. It was not painful. Like a friend of mine told me that he cried when he got tested. I didn't cry. But like apparently they were all up in his business. So then she's just like, what are your symptoms? I'm like, oh, I don't have taste. And like my nose is congested, but that's really it. Which was the other thing. Like I thought if I got COVID, like it is on trap. Like I thought I was just like gonna have muscle pain. So yeah, she's like, okay, go sit outside. Just like wait for the results. She's like, it's gonna take like 15 minutes. I'm like, okay, girly. I'm like, okay, best friend. Okay, I'll sit outside for you. I sit outside. She comes back. She calls us in. She's like, yeah, you have COVID. She gives me the papers. Hold on, let me show you. She literally goes, yeah, you have COVID. I'm like, girl, you gonna like counsel me or what? She literally went, COVID. Like, that was it. Then I took the paper. First thing I see is positive. I think I'm gonna paint these later on because they are not dry. I've finished all the rings. We're gonna wait for them to dry, but I want to finish this story that I'm telling you guys now. So you know how I was like, oh, I want to finish the story? So I never did. It's the next day. It's like 5 p.m. right now. I thought, okay, my coffee is finished. Once again, it is cold, but I am determined to finish the story, so I'm going to finish the story and then end the video. The rings, we can talk about them another time. Came out horrible. They're not even dry. I think I've come to the conclusion that I can definitely mold the clay. The problem is like coloring while painting. So now I think I'm gonna use my nail polish. I'm gonna use my nail polish to paint. Anyway, so I'm back home, freshly discovered that I have COVID. We tell my sister I have COVID. Now I have to stay in my room the whole time for like 10 days. Because after 10 days, you start being contagious. I am in my room, steaming every day, eating a crap ton of vitamins. I have never had so much medication in my life. At this point, I think I've built up like some sort of resistance to like painkillers because I remember one time, I think it was like day 7, I had like abdominal cramps. At first I was like, this kind of feels like period pains, but like my period is not coming right now, so like what's going on? And then my mom was like, oh no, SOS, it's probably the muscle pains that people are talking about. Take 2 Nurofen. Don't even take Nurofen. I take Maybelline for like pain, and I only take 1 tablet. So at this point, I think I've built up some resistance. So if I'm in pain now, I'm just not gonna take painkillers because I'm trying to fix my tolerance. So I'm in there the first 2 days, I think. My taste comes back. I'm using eucalyptus oil in the diffuser. My mom bought a diffuser. Yeah, it's so scary because it's like you're just trying your best because really there's nothing you can do. You kind of just like hope that you survive. That's like the scariest part of COVID. That was the scariest thing for me. I remember the first night I came back from disc I was like, what the fuck? What if my lung collapses? Like, while I'm asleep. I was like, you know what? I've had COVID since 4 days ago. If my lung was gonna collapse, it probably would have collapsed by now, right? Anyway, the whole experience for me wasn't that bad, to be honest. I think I got really lucky because I wasn't in pain. I was just really uncomfortable because I didn't have taste, but the taste came back like 2 days after, but not fully. It was like kind of tasting weird. What was I eating during this time? I was only eating fruit because I was like, if I'm not eating for pleasure, then I'm just gonna eat for nutrition at this point. So I'm just like gonna eat healthy stuff, even though I can't even taste it. My mom was making me hot water with garlic and like honey and like ginger. Some weird ass mixture. You know what was really scary though? There was a point where my mom was like grilling pork and I didn't know because I didn't have a sense of smell. And my mom was like, do you want some pork? And like she shouted from the kitchen. I'm like, girl, you was making pork this whole time? Like, it was just so wild to me that I had no idea like what was happening around me. Another fear of mine was, what if the house burns and then I just like can't smell the smoke? It was more, I would say, a retreat for me because I had a lot of time to plan my way forward like in life. So yeah, anyway, my taste came back. Smelling didn't come back till like day 7 of self-isolation. Like it was like on and off. It was very weird, but like it was fully back by day 7. I was kind of just chilling like a villain. Like the scariest part was when, I don't know like what was happening, and like my mom made a joke and it was like really funny and I laughed so hard I got out of breath. I felt like my chest was tightening. I was like, what the fuck is happening? Is this how I go out? Also, like the morning after that little scandal, because like after my mom made the joke and I'm like, you guys, I can't breathe. They were like, what the fuck? I didn't like to steam because after every time I steamed, I'd come out being like feeling dizzy. And it was probably because I wasn't eating right, because I wasn't eating for like fun. You know what I'm saying? I was just eating to have something in the stomach. So it probably wasn't enough. So I was dizzy. I was lightheaded every time I had to steam and probably dehydrated. But I was drinking a lot of water, like a shit ton of water. So I woke up the next morning after that little scandal thing of like not knowing if I can breathe or not. And like I wake up, I yawn, and my chest is tight again. You know how your lungs have to like inflate for when you yawn? My lungs weren't inflating enough. But that was like once. Then I got back on track. I understand why it can be like really hard for people like being alone and like not really seeing your family members. But like if I'm keeping it a buck with you, my mom was not like very strict when it came to like restrictions. I remember she literally rubbed me with eucalyptus oil and Vicks, touched a COVID body. She doesn't have COVID though. My sister also doesn't have COVID. They got tested, they're negative. I don't know, the COVID stayed in my body and I'm grateful for that. Another thing I'm grateful for is that, so I contracted COVID, but like after that I didn't go outside. So I'm just glad that I didn't see anyone or like was in big malls touching everything and just like COVIDizing everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm just glad it was just like on me. Also, oh yeah, I did my hair during self-isolation, and you guys know like the last time I was like on YouTube, you saw how short my hair was, right? How did I manage this? That's my question. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, you guys. It's still COVID season, and really it depends on who you are and your body. So like it might trap you. It might trap you. So don't take no chances. Because what is this? Real talk, Kengu. It's very aesthetic if you ask me. Very nice. Bye guys. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Slam Pam.